Hey guys, what's going on? Benjamin Allen here at the Lounge Theater in Hollywood, California, where we're about to witness Scott Hislop's one-man show, I Want to Bury My Testimony, for the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Let's bring the man to the stage right now, Mr. Scott Hislop! Hey. Applause, applause, applause. What's going on? How are ya?
How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
I feel like we've done that before. How are ya? I'm good. And how are you? See, we've done this before. Yes. You guys might know this guy from DancePlug, but he's coming to you in a different light tonight. Let's get right into it about this one-man show. What is I Want to Bury My Testimony all about?
It's about growing up and going through obstacles and overcoming them, I think. It's specific to my life, but I hope the audience connects to it in a way that they go, yeah, I recognize that, and I had to go through my barriers of my upbringing as well. And so it's about coming out the other side whole and all the lessons that you learned along the way.
When you got in there and started kind of writing and putting it together, was that process kind of difficult?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've been writing throughout the last 3-4 years. I started writing, and I realized I had a knack for it, and then I realized I had a love and passion for it. And this really all stemmed from a storyteller show I did last June, where I had a 12-minute segment. And from that moment, I couldn't get out of my head that I wanted to do more, and that there was more of a story to tell. And so I spent the next 6-7 months sort of penning it, and then came the beginning of the year, January, I realized, all right, let's put this up. I realized through the writing process that I've got to dance. I mean, come on, this is the backbone of what I do. And so, yes, you're going to see dancing, you're going to see singing, you're going to hear me sing. I break out into song a couple of times. I think it's with a wink and a nod that I do. So I hope that you're going to laugh. I designed it to be funny. It's a dramedy. There's some low moments. I'll take the audience down, but I'm going to bring you back up to some laughter as well. I think it's always evolving. I think every night there's new things that just come at a whim or that are born out of maybe from the relationship of the audience. So it's constantly evolving. My director, Kalea Sharon, has done an incredible job. And I wrote it, but I didn't know what to do with it. She's really put the legs on it, and she was so collaborative and welcomed everything I had all my input, and she really was committed to putting my vision on stage, and it's a living, breathing organism now. Dancers put everything we got into what we're doing at that time. And so, I started acting and started transitioning into acting 10 years ago, but I started transitioning into writing about 3-4 years ago. And it's hard, you fumble around a lot, but then you figure it out. That's what we do. We're taught to figure it out. A choreographer says, I need you to go from there to there in 2 counts. You figure it out. Everyone's saying you need to do this more, you need to go to New York and do this, you need to do other fringe festivals. So I'm going to wait and see. And, I don't think this is the end of this show. I think it does have a life after this, but I need to rest, too. I think we should really take things slow. I believe the best relationships start off as friends first. So I would really, really, really like to get to know you first, so we can honestly see if that spark is there. Mostly because I wouldn't want to ruin a good friendship with intimate relations that weren't heartfelt.
Any advice for viewers at home, people who may be dancers or choreographers or anything really and want to transition? Because I know that's a big scary step, to do something else that you love to do and take that leap.
I think my advice would have to be that we're good at what we do, but you have to be bad again. Especially because this is whatever new thing you're doing, whether it's acting, whether it's writing, whether it's choreographing, is a different skill than being the dancer, whether it's going into directing, whether it's going into photography. You have to be able to be bad again, because you weren't always the best dancer. None of us were. And so you have to fumble through, and your process of learning from those mistakes is so much more astute now. It's so much better. So just be willing to have the pratfalls, and you'll come out the other end so much better for it.
You guys, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Benjamin Allen. This is Scott Hislop. I Want to Bury My Testimony. We'll see you soon.